Hello and good evening, everyone. I'm your host, Ashley Craven. Welcome to the season premiere of MSU Denver Laughs, the show where we take 4 college kids, make them do what I say, and see what happens. This week we have Jared Romero, Josh Cozart, Austin Gamber, and Vinny Thomas. All right, let's play. We're kicking off this season with a bang, or at least a greatest hits album. In this game, 2 contestants are advertising an As Seen on TV Greatest Hits album from a given title. The contestants will name tracks found on the album, and the other 2 contestants will then perform the songs. Our 2 hosts today are going to be Vinny and Austin, and your greatest hits topic is the ultimate Netflix and chill mix, volume 27.
All right, folks. How are you?
How you doing out there?
Boy, oh boy, do we have a deal for you tonight.
What a deal it is.
$19.99 for Album of the Year, Netflix and Chill,
Best Hits
2017. A lot of great songs on there,
Oh, great hits. I'm sure you've already heard some of them on the radio. They're the biggest hits, people.
Huge. One of my personal favorites, Don't Do That While Bambi's on.
Great song. Look, we have a little snippet.
I think we do. We do have a snippet.
Let's hear it.
All right. Here we go. Woo. This is a great hit, everyone. Hope you like it. Don't bang bang
Don't
Bambi.
bang,
No
Bambi.
more. No.
Don't bang, bang, Bambi no more.
Don't bang bang Bambi. If you know what
bang,
we
Bambi.
mean.
Don't bang, bang, Bambi no more.
Wow, the thrust at the end is really what makes that.
You can really tell they sang with their bodies there.
Oh
can't you?
yeah, they're just incredible.
Incredible.
I gotta tell you, I am also a big fan of one other song.
Well, let's hear this other song of yours.
It's called You're a Sweaty Cuddler. I don't know if you've heard it. Oh, it's so great, so tasteful.
I think we can all relate to that song.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's hear a taste of that one.
Oh, you're a
Sweaty cuddler. A sweaty cuddler. Sweaty cuddling.
I love the relationship.
So
I've got to
do
say
I.
that.
Like, is it gay or is it what? I don't know.
We don't ask.
We don't tell either. That's too much.
All right, well, let's switch gears here. Instead of selling an album, how about trying to win a date? In Let's Make a Date, Josh will be our lucky bachelor, and the other 3 contestants are his suitors. Josh, you will have 3 rounds of questions in which you may ask your suitors anything you'd like, but there is a catch. Each of them have been given a unique quirk. At the end of the 3rd round, you will need to guess the quirk of each potential date.
Well, welcome back to the Love Shack, where we're going to find out exactly who would be the best suitor for me. We got 3 great contestants here. I've never met any of them before. I don't know what they look like either. So I'm going to ask them just a few questions to see exactly what would be the best date with me. Of course, it'd be a great time. So we'll ask contestant number 1, what would you bring me on a first date?
Like I would totally bring you like everything you'd ever want, like somewhere between me and my social media feed. What you're actually going to see when you go into there is a huge, voluptuous set of pictures and a huge fan base. Sorry, just a second. I'm sorry, what was your question?
Okay, let's see. So I think we would be probably taking a lot of selfies together, which I'm okay with. And it sounds like you might be a little bit addicted to social media. Let's go ahead and ask contestant number 2. Would you pay for my dinner and movie, even if it was very expensive? What would you have to say about that?
I mean, honestly, I don't make a lot. You know, I might pay for your dinner and movie, but it's like people always come in and they order a stupid caramel macchiato and they don't give a tip. And, you know, our computer prompts them to give a tip, but they never get a tip. So here I am just making money from the dumb caramel macchiato and nothing else. I mean, I'd love to pay for you. I would love to, but people are idiots, to be honest with you. And so I just wouldn't be able to, okay? We could go to my work, you know, have like a tall coffee or like a puppuccino, you know what I mean? But nothing fancy. Jeez, it's not the Ritz. My God.
Okay, it's a little bit of spice in that rasp. Asking question number 2, or excuse me, contestant number 3, I should say. My mind was stuck on number 2 there. Number 3, what would you say if we just hung out for the night at our house? What would be your idea of a great night?
My great night, if we just hung out at the house, if you brought over some worth of value, like you bought flowers or whatever, just bought something for me and we just hung out, I'd have a wonderful time with you. I'd have a really wonderful time. Maybe we can eventually go somewhere else and you could buy me some dinner and a movie, anything.
Well, I think that you're kind of doting, and I would be the male in this relation, or the female in this relationship. So I would want you to get me flowers and not the other way around. So I don't know if it's gonna work out quite that way. I guess the question, just to wrap up everything for all 3 of you, is what is your ideal date with me?
Hey guys, yeah, I'm here on this stupid show. Anyway, there's this cute boy over here. He wants to get with me. Gonna have to put you down for a second. Ideal show, you said?
An ideal date.
Ideal date? Oh, well, I would be on the show. I'd be the star. But if we're going to go on a date, I would say we'd probably watch my social media feeds, see all my live Facebook posts. I don't know. I could probably fit you in somewhere between here and here.
You might just be a little bit too addicted to social media for me, but we'll see. Next.
Oh, God. Ideal date. Wow, this is going to be difficult. Okay. Well, the first thing you'd have to do is make sure you knew what you wanted, right? So you stand in line and you pick what you want. And maybe you practice saying it. You know, a lot of people get up there and they have trouble saying the words. They're not hard words, but some people have problems. Okay, so maybe you look at the menu, you decide, I want a grande coffee, okay? And that's all you ask. You don't ask anything else. You don't ask, what is grande? It's between venti and tall. Obviously, it's a medium. So you get that, you'd order that, and then you'd leave. And then we'd never see each other again. And if we did see each other again, I wouldn't have to remember your name, okay? Because working long shifts, I barely remember my name. And it's easy. It's Janice.
I think that coffee was a little bit too hot for your laryngitis because it's fried your vocal cords, Janice. So I think that you just need to quit your Starbucks job because obviously you hate life, you hate everything about it. We'll have to see if things work out. Next.
Check it out. This is what I say. I say we go travel somewhere. I say we go to Rome, Italy, Paris, wherever, just somewhere far, lots of money. We can go to cruise, do anything. You gotta buy, but we could do anything you'd want. Let's travel. Let's buy the fanciest dinner, the fanciest. Buy some really nice clothes or the champiest champagne. Be fun.
You sound like a hopeless romantic, but I'm into that. We'll go with contestant number 3 for this one. Thanks so much for joining us here, and I'm gonna have a great date.
All right. Well, we're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, what could be funner than some serious slam poetry? Find out when we come back.
MSU Denver is a unique and diverse school, and it requires an equally as unique and diverse newscast. So watch the Mayor Report every Friday at 12:30 p.m. And remember to follow us on Facebook and Twitter and on mymetmedia.com.
Welcome back. Well, if you're a fan of The Office, you can really appreciate a good "that's what she said" joke. And if you know what I mean, the contestants will split into pairs. One person from each pair will step forward and act out a given scene. However, you can only use innuendos for your dialogue. If you say anything other than an innuendo, I will buzz you out, and then you will swap with your partner and continue the scene. So our first scene that we will have a fight breaks out at a wedding.
Seems like the best man cut a slice of the bride's cake, if you know what I mean.
Think things are gonna get pretty exciting tonight, if you know what I mean.
Oh, it'll be all guts and garters, if you know what I mean.
I don't think that wedding dress will stay white for long, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I do. It's,
We crashed that wedding, if you know what I mean.
They drank a little bit too much tonight, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, they did. The wine was warm, if you know what I mean.
The cake was moist, if you know what I mean.
Oh. Her best gift wasn't on the table. Know what I mean?
They were swing dancing all night, if you know what I mean.
Oh.
They didn't plan on that, if you know what I mean.
Ooh. They did plan on that, if you know what I mean.
They won't be square dancing, if you know what I mean.
Ooh. That honeymoon's going to be long, if you know what I mean.
They be going to Jamaica, if you know what I mean.
Bermuda, Bahamas, come on, pretty mama, if you know what I mean.
They jumped the broom, if you know what I mean.
Oh. She, don't know.
That wasn't their first kiss, if you know what I mean.
So I guess it turns out she released the doves, if you know what I mean.
I got nothing.
They had a lot of cans dangling behind their car, if you know what I mean.
Oh, she must have thrown the bouquet pretty hard, if you know what I mean.
She must have slung that garter, if you know what I mean.
Oh, they must have done the
All right, we're
Cupid
going to do another scene. Your next scene is Lost in Jurassic Park.
She can detect movement, if you know what I mean.
She can smell fear, if you know what I mean.
Behind you, if you know what I mean.
Prehistoric, if you know what I mean.
The claws are gonna come out, you know what I mean.
They've got history, if you know what I mean.
That's good.
It's all closed off, if you know what I mean.
She's got pretty sharp teeth, if you know what I mean.
He left the paddock open, if you know what I mean.
I don't know what that means.
The gates to the park are open, if you
Oh.
know what I mean.
Well, I don't know if you can get in. The Triceratops is very sick, if you know what I mean.
We'll take flight tonight, if you know what I mean.
I gotta pet her velociraptor, if you know what I mean.
That puddle had a lot of ripples in it, if you know what I mean.
Do you know where that puddle came from, if you know what I mean?
I was like, is that going to work?
The park's pretty full, if you know what I mean.
That jello wasn't jiggling, if you know what I mean.
I got nothing.
You better use a flashlight out there, if you know what I mean.
Ooh, she saw my reflection on the kitchen cupboards,
Ooh.
if you know what I mean.
We were hiding in the back of the Jeep, if you know what I mean.
Ooh, the tram was broken.
She carried her prey away, if you know what I mean.
Oh, what big wings you have, ma'am, if you know what I mean.
Wow, what big teeth you have, if you know what I mean.
All right, guys. Well, some of those jokes were actually pretty good. Well, I hope at least one of you is a poet, because up next is the debut of slam poetry. In this game, each of the 4 contestants will step forward one at a time and deliver their best attempt at a slam poem. The poem must tie into the venue and the evening's theme. For instance, if the location is a fast food restaurant and the theme is eternal despair, then you could have a poem about the love-hate relationship that American society has with the fast food industry. Trust me, it won't get that deep, but I can tell you that some of you are already horrified, so let's play. So our location is going to be in a coffee shop, and it is heartache, heartbreak, and a cup of joe.
These beans are bitter. I can taste them in my gums. These beans are bitter, like a hand clutching a gun. These beans are bitter, like the way you cheated on me. These beans are bitter. It can't be us three.
It's so cold outside. I just need that one cup of joe to make things right. She left me in that cold, dark place. But this cup of joe will make things okay.
Where is the creamer? I can't find the lover. If there is a lover, where is the creamer? I search and I search. I can't find the milk or the creamer. If there were some sugar cubes, I could use that instead. Where is the creamer?
I'm swimming in a deep ocean of mocha cappuccino, and out in the distance I see land, I see an island. I can almost swim to it, but I'm drowning. I'm deep in the mocha, and I'm alone. I come closer to this rock, and I see a glimmer of green in the distance. Is that a mermaid? Is it a tree? And I come closer, and there's this woman with a tail and green scales and a green crown. And then I know I'm home.
You say you can't date me because I lack toes. You are intolerant. Let me tell you something. She or he who shall remain nameless. You have stolen my heart. You have incorrectly ordered a cup of hatred, which I will drink slowly with a stir stick and 2 pats of butter. I love butter.
This one goes out to Samantha. Samantha, you left me outside in the cold weather. Now all I have to do is drink.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
Drink my cup of joe all by myself.
No, you're okay. Just, yeah.
I'm coming for you.
Sorry, Samantha. I'll see you on Fridays.
Your heart is as black as my coffee. The only problem is, I don't know which I like better. Whether it be bitter or sweeter. I don't like my coffee black. The problem with you is that it just gets bitter, and my coffee gets sweeter as I add more creamer.
Yes, I'll have my special tea, please. No, not my special tea, please. I'll have my coffee, too, please. I will feel pleased. I walk into the store, and you know what I want. I want my coffee, please.
Okay, now that we know that you can come up with a poem, can you guys tell a story? In Storytellers, one contestant is the story's narrator. They will create and narrate a story based off of a given title and moral, while the other 3 contestants will act it out. Our narrator today is going to be Jared, and our story title is What Are Those? And our story's moral is to trust no one.
All right, we're going to be narrating a story today about the 3 blind mice, and I will be leading them around in this fateful tale. 3 blind mice were walking in a meadow. Upon them, they saw the light shining upon their faces. A little warm, made them glisten a little bit. Maybe they needed some Mary Kay wipes, but alas, there were none. They came upon a river. One mouse decided that he would jump across the river. The other mouse decided he needed help to get across the river. He didn't quite know how he was going to accomplish that, though. One would lay down as a bridge, and the other would cross. Very gently they would cross and not trip, yes. And the mouse that crossed the river would lead the other two across. But we come to a point where we are all across and we're happy. Yes. One mouse says to the other, "Where are we?"
Where are we? I can't see anything.
Can't see anything. And he comes upon a stump and trips and falls. He didn't know it was a stump. Another mouse follows and feels out the stump, and he doesn't quite understand what it is. He declares, "What is this?"
I declare, what is this?
The third mouse comes up to him and feels the stump as well, but he only feels hands on the stump. He thinks it's alive. And the third mouse declares,
There's hands alive!
"It's just a tree stump," but they don't know. They're going to keep walking. They think there's a fourth person in the meadow. They're all very, very suspicious of one another.
Is someone here?
Who's that?
Don't touch me.
Who said that?
Who's here? Oh! Who's here?
Several.
After several minutes of being completely and utterly confused and still extremely blind,
Marco.
they finally come to a consensus.
Hello?
They must figure out who is who and if there is a fourth person in the meadow and if what must be done about them.
Sam?
Ted?
Todd?
Oh, thank God.
It's just us three.
Us 3 blind white mice.
I forgot to mention that one of the mice were not white, but they were definitely blind.
But we can't see color.
They definitely cannot see color.
You can't see much
Now,
of anything.
we're coming to the end of our tale where the edge of the forest arises. They see with their ears. They feel with their ears. And they smell with they're very strange mice. And what they find is that there are only 2 mice that make it to the end of the meadow.
Oh, no.
Ted?
Is your name Tim?
No, it's Sam. It's Sam.
My hearing and memory's not as good either. I'm very Helen Keller-esque.
Y'all left me at the other side of the meadow.
And they hear a voice from across the forest. He's alive,
You
He's
idiots.
alive.
but he's being eaten alive.
Oh, Lord. a
Is that
falcon.
lunching?
Crunch, 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 crunch.
I think it's over here.
Oh, this way.
And off they went into the forest, never to be seen again, always looking for the long-lost friend. Some say there are still mice in the forest, but we may never know.
All right, we're going to take our final break, but when we return, we'll see if these contestants have what it takes to strut down the runway.
Colorado's weather is always changing, and you never know when snow is right around the corner. You should always keep a shovel, boots, extra apparel, and extra blankets in your car. Colorado winters can be a beautiful time of year, but you always need to make sure that you're weather prepared.
Welcome back. Don't you love a good fashion show? The glitz, the glamour, the amazing clothes, and the models who get to show it off. Well, in Fashion Show, one contestant is a fashion critic who will commentate as the others do their best to strut down the runway. Each contestant will walk the runway twice to see if they can improve their strut based on the critic's commentary.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our first model is Contessina DeBody. Oh, look at her. Look at her strong masculine arms. Uh-oh. Oh, there she goes. Ridiculous. How pastiche. Oh, God. Stop it. What is she pointing at? I think she's drunk again. Contessina, are you drunk again? Stop it. Don't look at me. Oh, she dropped her tie. Get back to the barn. Up next is Ham. Ham had an accident years ago. Fell down in a truck. Hasn't been able to walk straight since. Palms it off as Michael Jackson moves. Uh-oh, how ghostly. Look at him, like Casper, gliding through a field. Beautiful. Up, yep, get out. Up next, we have Flavio the Beard. Flavio's always tripping. Flavio be tripping. Uh-oh, what is that? Oh, you look like the Scarecrow, but if the Scarecrow had nothing left to live for. Oh my God. Get away, don't touch me, don't touch me! Oh my, get away. He's the worst. My father told me not to hire him, but here we are. Up next is Statius the One-Armed. That's a prosthetic arm, ladies and gentlemen, made of rubber and wood. Up, there she goes. It's really a shame about her face, but her arm is good. That's nice. It's terrible, really a disaster. It looks like if someone hit Paula Deen in the face with a pan. What was that? You tried to hit me? You can't, you lack the dexterity. Up next is Waxy. Waxy does not have a pelvis, ladies and gentlemen. Waxy was born without a pelvis. His hips end directly into his spine. And so when he walks like this, it's just an expression of self. Today he's wearing Giorgio Armani, and it keeps slipping off. Pick it back up. Pick it back up, Waxy. Oh,
No hips.
why do you smell like grass? No one is ready. How shameful. All right. Up next is Lumpy Deshay. Oh, you saucy broad. There he or she goes, owning the model, working the runway. Today he's wearing JCPenney's. Literally just a shirt I stole from JCPenney's and draped over his weird body. Thank you so much for your help. It was great, real, honestly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to the show. I mean, I guess it was fine. I could have used better models, to be honest with you. They're all disgusting.
Well, that's all the time we have, but before we go, we need to declare the champion. Today's winner is Mr. Vinnie Thomas. Congratulations, and as your punishment, you get to help me read the credits in a random style, impression, or scene. Tonight, we will be doing it like a Valley Girl.
Done.
All right, so our host was like Ashley Craven.
Oh my God, that's you. Crazy.
Did I look good?
Yeah, I mean adequate, I guess. Our contestants were Jared Romero. That's an ethnic name.
And Josh Kozar.
Oh my gosh, nuts.
He was like so good, I thought.
Oh my gosh. Well, Austin Gamber. It sounds just like Gambler.
It does.
I wonder if he's heard it before.
Maybe.
Probably.
And then like Benny Thomas, that was
He's
you.
gross. Oh yeah,
You were-
no, that's me.
you
He's
were killing
great.
it.
Our director, producer, and editor, that's like 5
I said
things,
three-
Ashley.
Oh.
Oh yeah, 3 things. Christina Deani. Wow.
And then our floor director and producer, Avery Anderson.
Avery Anderson. He's back there right now.
Yeah, he's like behind our camera.
Such a creep. Our teleprompter was Prezi. I don't know if that's his given Christian name or what, but it's a mess. Our engineer.
Kent Curtinage.
Yes.
He's like always here.
So helpful. He's always here. Special thanks. Matt Media and the Metropolitan. Can you please do it? Can you please do it?
State University of Denver.
State University of Denver. And our, say it with me.
Our sponsor,
Fat Jacks.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us. You can catch us every Wednesday night at 6. Follow us on Facebook for exclusive content and subscribe to us on YouTube to make sure you never miss an episode. And don't forget to laugh. Good night.